Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Sanders' first carry of the game, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Wentz on the give to Sanders. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense up the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
14.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. They'll try to run with Carson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson taking it in, and the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Eagles 0. Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. First down, Eagles.
Here we go. Ready? 57
To throw is Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
To
Deshaun Jackson, 57 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch taken to the house.
For Philadelphia.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Shotgun now for Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, a pass underneath for Carson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
For another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This is Carson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 45 on second down, Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On 3rd down, Carson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And an Eagle 1st down.
Throwing is Wentz. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Now Wentz escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz, he'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. An Eagle 1st down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. They'll run with Sanders. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Here's Wentz to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. He'll find Metcalf. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They run it with Carson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Chris Carson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Eagles 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. From the 27, Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And an Eagle first down.
Here's Sanders. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It was Jamal Adams up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Carson. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
Carson. The tackle made by Derek Barnett. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson. he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On second down now, it's Carson. He's to the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. 22 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's
Skirt
filet.
time.
Filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. Jackson now to return. And he returns this to the 22.
Jackson on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On second down and 4, Wentz. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On 1st down, Carson. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Oh, Wilson going to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
That's another Seahawks.
Wilson will throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They run again with Carson, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. To throw is Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Wentz. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
A gain of 43.
A big play there for Philly. 43 yards. One final try now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.